Yeah. So here if you look at the query, select star from gather plan statistics. So this gather plan statistics hint, so it will gather the statistics dynamically. So for example, if table stats has gathered long back, so we do not have a gather stats privileges consider. So DBA activities, the gathering the table stats and all. So we have a hint, it will gather the table stats dynamically for this query only. So they are doing like select count star from A, B, C, where A status equal to B status and BID equal to BID. These are the query. First, this is a query. So as I mentioned just before, like select plan table from output, DBMS plan displayed at cursor. So displayed at cursor. If here you mention as a last, so it means last executed. This is the last executed query. So here you mention as a parameter last. All starts. So different, if you don't mention the all starts, only starts expected row, actual row will come. This will not come, this buffers and all. If you look at this, so which operation is executing first? If you go down, narrow down, this is the first statement. It is going for B underscore status IDX. It is going on range scan. For example, we have a 1 to 10 1 to 100 records considered. So the how index will be formed actually B tree, balanced tree. So in this, for example, 1 to 100 records we have an indexed column. So first it will split into 50 to below 50 is left side and above 50 is right side. Again, these 50 records will be split into 25, 1 to 25 one side and 1 to 24 one side, 26 to 50 one side. Like that, first whenever you specify the range here, the filter, so here b dot id equal to b dot status equal to open. So if b dot status equal to open, this this is a index created on a status column. Okay, are you guys following me?
Yes.
This index created on a status column. So first it will go to index and fetch all the open status records with row IDs, and this row IDs will be passed to the B table. Okay, and it will fetch table access by index row ID. First it will goes to indexes and it will identify all the rows with the open status row IDs. It will get all the row IDs and it will pass all the row IDs to the table and fetch the record. So it doesn't need to go for full table scan. Here index range scan. So in open might be there are like
means how to identify, how to know index range scan, it will be go, all these things we don't know about that. So that's
okay. Here you see like this fifth row number fifth.
Yeah.
Index range scan. So B status IDX.
Okay.
This is a
so
index name.
Because we are creating the index on that column, so that's why it is using index range scan.
If you create an index, it doesn't go by default. We have to apply a filter here.
Okay. Whenever if we have create the index on that column and using in the query in the where close, then it will be go to the index range scan.
Not index range scan always. For example, if whatever the index you have created on a primary key, consider. So primary key means it doesn't have a duplicate values.
Okay.
So if you apply index unique scan, that case.
Okay.
So if you create a compound index,
how to identify all these things you will be covered now, means index range scan, index unique scan, index skip scan, how to know how it's working, in which scenario it will be go. Lot of scan method is there, na?
Yeah. For example, let me share you. Actually, I no database installed in the whatever the system I logged in now. So just let me show you.
So in your database, that SQL developer is not there, kya?
Actually, I have connected from different laptop today.
Okay.
I was somewhere else. Select start from employee where imp number equal to 9. Consider. So we have a index on imp number. And that is unique index. So here what you are trying to do, you are need to fetch the employee number 9 record. First what it will do, it go to index, identify the row ID of employee 9. We'll go to the index, identify the row ID, then go to emp table, fetch the record with row ID. So here it will happen unique scan, index unique scan first. While accessing first, it whenever it identify the 9 record, it will not go and search in a remaining records. Why? Because there is no duplicate value. So we have created a unique index, it doesn't allow duplicate. So whenever it identify the when it is identifying scanning the indexes, first time it founds a 9 value and it go identify the row ID of that 9 and go to the table and identify fetch the record with the row ID. Here the index unique scan will happen. For example, what you can, for example, number imp number between 9 just a minute. So if you between 9 and 15. Hello.
Hello.
Are you
Yes.
guys? Yeah. So 9 and 15. So in this case, what happens? So it has to fetch the records from 9 to 15. Whenever it identify the first 9, then it has to identify the 10. Even though there is a unique value, there is no duplicate. It has to identify 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So in that case, it will go for index range scan. So whenever it identify 9, then it look for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it will identify all the row IDs of 9 to 15 and go to table and fetch the records. So here in the select query, select emp number from emp where emp number between 9 and 15. Consider same query again. So in this case, what happens? So here we are only fetching, projecting only employee number, right? So here we are not looking for any other records. So whatever the employee number, we are going to get it from employee index itself. How the data will be stored in index? Row ID key value. Row ID is a combination of object ID, data block, and row number AXXX 1. In table, consider we have only 3 columns. So first it will how Unix scan works. So first, whenever you write a query with employee number, select star from equal to 2. First, what it will do, so it will go for index, identify employee number 2. Okay, these two, what is the row ID of this one? It will go to this one, and by using this row ID, directly it will go to this one and fetch the record. This is Unix scan. Employee ID between 1 and 2. So select employee star from select star from employee where employee number between 1 and 2. So here the employee number 1 and 2. First it will go to index 1. So okay, 1 it identified. So we have to look for 2. It identify these 2 row IDs and go to, by using these 2 row IDs, it is fetch the record from here. This is that one. Here if I apply only employee number selection, we are not fetching any other columns except employee number. So in this case, we don't employee number equal to 2. You are going to get it from here itself. We don't need to go to table itself. We don't even need to go table. We can fetch it from the index scan. Okay, got it?
But for employee number, how to identify it is?
Sorry?
From that, from the top, they are getting 2 employee number. So
Okay.
directly it will be
fetch
the data from the index.
Index itself. So if you mention any other columns like ename, so we do not have ename column in the index, so we need to fetch it from a table. In that case, it will identify this row ID and go to this table. Okay, employee ID is now 2 and name is 2. So it will not look for this, not look for this, not look for this. In the same way, if you have a partitions, it's like date wise partitions. So and if you apply date between employee number start date between so and so, it will go to particular partition and it will fetch. Like that, if you join a 2 tables, nested loop, select star from EMP DPTD where E dot department number equal to D dot department number. Okay, so here we are fetching the data from 2 tables. For example, E dot star D dot star. So we are fetching the data from 2 tables. First we have to get the data from employee table and department table. So how do we have to get the data? So here we haven't specified any filters. So we just joined the records. So it has to, we didn't join any filters. Okay. If I apply where, and we already used where, right? And department number equal to 10. So department number equal to 10. So what it will do, first it will identify our Oracle Optimizer by using this filter, select department number equal 10. So so how many records we are going to get? So we have a primary key on DEPT table department number. Okay. So what it will do, it will get the go to, so it will go to, do you want me to type or else do you want me to explain? Hello?
It's up to you.
Yeah. So for example, what it will do, primary key and department table, department number.
Naresh, sorry to interrupt. Actually, I shared one more link. Can you please guys join this?